Welcome to Electric Car Review, and we have a pleasure today to review a Toyota Prius Plug-in Hybrid 2020. So today, um, we have just been to a car charging place, and we charge a car to 25% after charging. After charging, the car was reading 8 miles, and I drove 1.7 miles. After driving 1.7 miles, and now the car is showing 19%. I was using 8 kilowatts charger, and I charged for 27 minutes, and I got 25 minutes of charge battery. Throughout my journey back home, I was absolutely using electric battery only. With a battery fully charged on a Toyota Prius, I've driven up to 70 miles an hour using the battery only. That is, the engine is completely off, absolutely off, and I've driven up to 27 miles on electric only. So this shows the fuel consumption. Obviously today I've just been using battery only, so there's zero. So that is the battery. So I've driven about, the battery rate was about 4.6 miles per kilowatt usage, if you can see that graph. And this during my course of the journey, I think I drove about 1 mile of the journey. I think well, I don't know, but I don't think I drove 1 mile using the engine. The engine was absolutely off. And looking at the historical usage, so June, I've driven all in all 1,904 miles at an average MPG of 81.6. I should disclose that I tend to charge the car once a week to about 40 to 50%. That's why my MPG is a little bit higher. But like, let's look at the June specifically. So June, let's look at the June. Looking at the June 22. So June, on June 18, yesterday, I never charged the car, and the temperature was about 20 degrees, 25, and I managed to achieve 78 miles per gallon, which was impressive. On the day before, when the temperature went up to 30 degrees, my MPG went to 82. On the 16th of June, I charged the car a little bit. That's why I got 85 miles per gallon. On 12th of June, the car was never charged. 8th June, obviously that was a motorway. So generally speaking, Toyota Prius, you can achieve on average 78 miles per gallon in a temperature of 12 to 20 degrees. And higher temperature, you can achieve even more. You can even achieve up to 87 miles per gallon without the battery being charged, if the temperature is very, very high. So basically, the MPG is largely affected or influenced by the outside temperature. When it's so cold, like in winter, the MPG would drastically fall to about 70, 71. Still very good for 1.8 petrol engine. So when the battery is fully charged, Toyota claims that you can achieve 32 miles of electric only. And I've driven, I've charged one time to 90%, and I was able to drive for 26 miles on a battery only. One impressive thing about a Toyota Prius is that when the battery is charged, like now, the battery is charged. We need to see, okay. When the battery is charged like now, I can drive I've driven up to 80 miles per gallon. I've driven 27 miles when the battery was fully charged to 90% on a battery only, a combination of highway and local. Yeah, so I drove up to 70 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour when the battery was fully charged and the engine was absolutely off. To further extend the engine, if you really want to, further extend your battery range, you should consider turning off the AC. So you shouldn't have AC, or keep the temperature low. Obviously, if you increase the temperature, the engine will automatically come on. So let's see what happens if we increase the temperature to, let's say, we're going to increase the temperature to 26. So let's see what will happen now. So the expectation is that the temperature, the engine will come in very soon. Just what? I don't know if you can see that graph. So just what? Well, that's impressive. I've never seen this. Well, I got it wrong. Now, so I've increased the temperature and the car is beginning to warm up. Surprisingly, the engine is still off. And let's look at the battery. So the engine is still off. Let's look at what's happened to the battery. Do we still have our 19% was showing earlier on? So we need to, so we still got 19%. Yeah, his car is warming up and the engine is still off. So can you see? So basically we're using we're using the battery. The battery is providing the home for the car. This is impressive. So let's see what happens when we reduce the temperature again. So we're just reducing the temperature now. Nothing else, just reducing the temperature. And let's see what happens now. And off the battery stops providing the power. Oh, this is something new I'm just learning as well. I didn't know, like the Toyota Prius, part of the heating system is provided by the battery. I don't know, I can explain how it's done, guys. Okay, guys, obviously, if you find the video very helpful, please like and comment. And if you don't find the video help, equally feel free to dislike. But please avoid bullying each other. Especially I personally, please do not bully me. Bullying is not good. It should not be allowed anywhere. Thank you.